Greetings, teenage human. I'm Josh Shipp, and I want to welcome you to glorious, beautiful California. I'm Josh Shipp, and you asked for it. Internet. I have a pretty low view of myself. I don't think that I am worth much to anyone. So many people at my school make fun of me, and I am starting to really believe what they say. How can I feel better about myself? Now here's the thing, I don't know who you are, but I can tell you right now that if you allow the words of bullies at school to hurt you, there's only one way you can go, downhill fast. So I'm gonna give you the same advice my grandfather gave me, only I'll be wearing my pants at the time. Sonny, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words don't have to hurt you. The things that other people say about you, you choose whether or not to give them power. Those bullies can say the same things to me or to someone else, and they won't even faze that other person. So don't give negative words power. Don't allow negativity to destroy you. Refuse to be a victim to verbal abuse. Here's the truth. If you don't figure out how to believe in yourself and not allow the negative words of others to affect you, you will have a, how do I say this, miserable existence for the rest of your life. Wah, 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 wah. Because, dude, there are mean people that you will encounter throughout your entire life. Seriously, there are jerks everywhere. Have you ever been on the road? At the DMV? At a family reunion? At Taco Bell? Seriously, I mean, what if you were a lactose intolerant mouse? Huh? I bet they get picked on a lot. That was really random.
Why you hurt mama so bad?
I want you to have ironclad social skills that enable you to endure any hateful words that come your way, right? Here are 3 very specific ways you can do this. Number 1, honor your bully's constitutional right of free speech, right? When you allow others to say whatever they want about you, you are honoring their constitutional right of free speech. They can say or think whatever they want about you, and you won't get offended or get them in trouble. So I suggest that you honor their right of free speech and let them say whatever they want about you, because here's the thing, it's very likely actually not true. Second thing you can do is you must identify what is truth and what is a lie. Listen, what your bullies are saying, is there any truth to it? Sometimes people who are mean are actually trying to tell you something about yourself that maybe does need to be changed. Maybe you are being annoying. Maybe you do need to, stop talking so much. Maybe there is something you are doing that is hurting other people unintentionally and getting them upset. Listen to what your bully is saying and ask yourself, is there any truth to it? If there is, and there's something that you can do to change it, then change it. If it's not true, and it's just, them being a jerk and being mean, then let it bounce off of you and move on with your life and your day unaffected. Third thing that you must do is know what God says about you. Who cares what others say about you? You need to know what God says about you. Psalms 139 says, you are wonderfully made. God thinks you are precious, and He thinks precious thoughts towards you, and He loves you. There are literally hundreds of verses in the Bible that tell us exactly what God thinks about us. God's thoughts towards us are what matters, right? God created you. He loves you. He values you more than you know. Your self-esteem should not be based on what some random person says or how even you feel about yourself. Self-esteem, truthfully, should be based on God-esteem, how God feels about you. That is really, ultimately, end of the day, all that matters. Cut. All right. right, here's a question someone wrote in. How do I get the haters off my back? How do I brush them off my shoulder? What? There's a super quick way to get someone who hates you off your back. And no, I'm not suggesting you hire Guido, the $100 hitman on Craigslist, to take out the trash, if you know what I mean. There is a legal way to get your enemy off your back that is much more humane and with less legal fees. Ready for it? You ready? You're not even gonna believe it when I tell you this, but here's what you do. You treat them like your friend. Say, what? Just Shipp, are you crazy? Well, yes, I am, but that's not the point. Look, I didn't say it would be easy. Nothing worth it ever is. I simply said it would be the quickest way to get haters off your back. The quickest way to get rid of your enemy is to actually make them your friend. Now look, don't get mad at me because I didn't make up this advice. It's been around for a long time. This advice is found in history. Abraham Lincoln, you know, cool guy, hat, beard. This is what he said. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friend? All right, Honest Abe had a lot of enemies. And even though he had a pretty sweet beard, he was president during a time in our nation that was literally split in half over the issue of slavery. I mean, this guy had a nation full of haters, and he got them off of his back by treating them with kindness and respect, while still standing up for what he believed in. All right, so take the sweet bearded man's advice. This advice is also found in science. Sociologists have identified an indisputable law in nature that they call the law of reciprocity, meaning that this simply means that whatever attitude you sort of, project and own, others will naturally reflect, right? I'm not trying to be all weirdo, but this is a fact. So if you are mean to someone, they will naturally be mean to you. If you are nice to someone, they will likely be nice to you. And guess who was the primary teacher of this advice? Jesus was. Jesus was the one who said, love your enemies, right? Do good to those who hurt you. Pray for those who persecute you. So if Jesus said it, we should probably listen, right? And take his advice to heart. So practically speaking, here's how you get the haters off your back using love. Next time the haters say mean things to you, always reply with kindness. Treat them like a friend. Next time they exclude you from a party or some activity, don't get all angry and mad with them. Simply say with a smile, hey, hope you guys have a great time. Drive safe. Big thumbs up, cue cheesy smile. Hello there, I'm Josh Shipp. Remember, money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you a hyper-dancing Bolivian orangutan. And that's pretty awesome. It was Dr. Martin Luther King who said, hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So listen to me. I dare you to give it a try. And if you don't, I will find you. And I will slap you. Wait. I'm sorry. That would be hateful. 3. What do I do when I see bullying at school? Experts tell us that the secret to end bullying is to empower the people around to intervene. This is called, sort of positive peer pressure. A bully has a hard time continuously hurting another person when they are outnumbered by people that will stand up for the victim. There are just 2 little problems with this that I want you to understand. The first thing is physical bullying. If you're gonna step in and tell 2 or more people to stop fighting, I suggest very highly that you stay neutral. Don't take sides, right? You don't know the whole story to the social drama unfolding before your eyes. Many times, the one that looks like a bully is actually the victim, and the one that looks like the victim may have actually, instigated the problem. Social aggression is way more complex than what meets the eye. Relationships are messy and impossible to judge at a first glance. So if you're gonna step in to stop the fighting, make sure when you do such, that you do so without judging who is right or wrong. Just stay neutral. Second thing to keep in mind, be careful when you enter into someone's conflict. You might be swatting at a hornet's nest and you might get stung. What you don't want to do is escalate the problem, right? I mean, when you intervene, use your voice and not your fists. Say something like, hey, stop fighting, guys. I don't want any of you, see keyword, I don't want any of you to get into trouble. Find another way to resolve your issues. But please, everybody, stop fighting. See, so you're staying neutral and you're not gonna get yourself knocked out or your ear bitten off if you're dealing with Mike Tyson. The second sort is verbal bullying. The different types of verbal bullying include, gossiping, which is like talking negatively behind someone's back, spreading rumors, cyberbullying, making fun of people on Facebook or email or text messaging. The most important rule for verbal bullying is this: don't take part in any of it. You are either truly a part of the problem or a part of the solution. Now, there is one more type of bullying that can be really, really hurtful towards others, and it's called social exclusion. This is when people don't let someone into their, group for whatever reason. They don't invite someone else to their party, they don't let someone else sit with them at lunch, they don't pick someone else to play on their team. There are countless ways to exclude another person. Here are 2 ways that you can intervene to help someone who is feeling excluded. First way is invite them to hang out with you and your group of friends. Very simple, just that. Hey, sit down with us, hang out with us. Second thing is if your group refuses to let them in, simply leave your group and start hanging out with them, right? Step up, be a leader, be a friend to them. What's your name? What is your last name? What is your social security number? Sit with them at lunch so they feel wanted. Do stuff with them after school so they don't go home lonely and bored. Be mature and reach out to those who have a hard time fitting in. Your act of kindness just might save their life or just might change their world. Jesus always felt a special connection to those who were castaways, disabled, rejected, and hated by others. He was a friend to these people. As a result, he changed many lives and is our chief example, showing us how to love the seemingly unlovable. Look at it this way. The word Christian actually means, follower of Christ. If you call yourself a Christian, you must not join the crowd in bullying others. And whenever you can, safely, you should stand up for those who are being bullied. No matter how shy or timid you may be, you could literally save someone's life with your courageous act of kindness. In life, there's a pretty good chance that you're not going to change the world. But here's the truth. In life, you have the opportunity to change someone's world. And for that person, that could change everything. I'm Josh Shipp, and I want to thank you for listening. I just want to leave you with this. Your life can be lame or legendary. And if you take my sweet and savory advice, you, my friend, are a legend in the making. You asked for it, now you got the answers. Go and live it. Peace.